both. Will you stop fighting? My head is hurting because of you too. You stopped and looked at Jungkook, who was breathing heavily while holding the speaker of your music system, while you had its switch in your hands. You signed. Your mom again shouted from downstairs, but you both ignored her. Will you please leave my speaker? I won't this time. I'm surely going to throw it in the dustbin. Don't you think you are too loud with your music early in the morning? Yes, I am, and it's my room. I can do whatever I want. He scoffed and walked a little closer to you. Don't forget that you are standing in front of a mafia king, John Jungkook. How dare you to talk back to me? If I want, then I can shoot you right this moment. You scoff and cross your arm looking at him. Really? Then what you are waiting for? Go ahead, because there's no way I'm going to stop. Why the hell you always interrupt me in the middle of everything? And why the hell you always do that thing which make others irritated? I was working the whole night and now I get some time to take a rest. But your this music is not helping me to sleep. Why are you so spoiled, huh? Can't you do this morning routine peacefully? What's so special that you have to play this drum almost every day? That's my choice. I like it this way and my family had no problem. Then what's wrong with you? If you really feel irritated from me, then you had your own mansion. Go and stay there because there's no way I'm going to stop. You said, snatching the music system from his hand and put that back on the table. Jungkook scoffed, biting his lower lip, and walked to you. Lying on your bed, he looked at you while you were straightening your hair. You are going somewhere? Where? Why? You want to join me? You said, looking at him and then back at your work. He chuckled and shook his head. I had much more work rather than to join these useless parties. You didn't say anything and looked yourself in the mirror one last time and looked at him. How am I looking? Going out with Taeyang? He said as his brow raised. You chuckled. Whoa, are you somehow jealous? Darling, the day I will start to get jealous, you won't be able to walk out wearing these short dresses. Now tell me, with Taeyang? Aish, I'm really pity on your wife. She must be the unluckiest woman ever. I might be controlling, but not in romance. She will definitely enjoy it with me. You looked at him with your side eyes and rolled your eyes. Jungkook waited there to hear your answer while you tie your hair and looked at him. I'm not going anywhere, but he said that he will join us later. Why? Doesn't he have any work to do? Always ready to go out? Not like you, who can't even spare a minute for his friends and family. You put everything in your bag and started to look for your shoes. And where you guys are going? No way I'm telling you this. I know you better. You said, finally getting your shoes and putting them on. It happens whenever you tell him about your place. Even after saying that he will not come, he did. Every time, and messed up everything. No way that this time you let him do this. And you think that I will not able to find you if you didn't tell me? His brow raised while you looked at him smiling and nodded. Yes. Jungkook raised an brow, a challenge event in his expression. Is that so? You know I have my ways. If you think I can't track you down, you are underestimating me. Oh really? Let's make a bet. If you can find me, I will owe you a special favor. But if you can't, you have to let me go without asking any questions. You said, teasing him. Jungkook's eyes shined with a competitive spark. Deal, but I warn you, I never back down from a challenge. You smiled broadly, excited by his challenge. Okay, it's a bet. You walk out of the room, the sound of the door closing behind you echo in the silent room, As you left, you could almost feel Jungkook's eyes on your back, his mind already racing with plans to uncover your mystery. You shimmick, you had already taken steps to throw him off the scent, using a few clever tricks you had learned over time. Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Dad. You said putting your bag on the table and walking to your room in the kitchen. She smiled at you while you smiled back and kissed her cheeks before giving her a tight hug. You smiled and walked to your dad. He kissed your forehead. What happened to you both early in the morning? Why you were fighting? You sighed and sat on your chair, relaxing your body. Why don't you ask this to your favorite child when he will come back? Dad, why he is here always? He is not a child anymore. Come on, you can't tell him to go out from here. After all, it's his house too. You sighed, shaking your head, and started your breakfast. Jungkook walked downstairs bowing at your mom and dad. They smiled at him while his eyes went on you, and you rolled your eyes. He shrieked. I'm really living for the day when you both will stop fighting and behave as an adult you are. I'm really so fed up with these daily fights. Maybe when she stopped blasting that loud music every morning. He said, poking at his axe. You rolled your eyes, crossing your arms. It's not that loud. Besides, it helps me to wake up. Your dad chuckled, shaking his head. Well, it certainly wake up the whole neighbor. Jungkook raised an eyebrow. I'm sure that neighbors love waking up at the heavy metal at 6 a.m. Your mom looked between the two of you, a small smile playing on her lips. How about a compromise? Maybe you could turn the volume down a bit? Never. You said and tossed the grapes in your mouth while your mom dad sighed. Being their only child, you were the most loved as well. They loved you more than their own lives. And maybe that's why you were spoiled by their affection. You always did what you wanted because you had never heard no for anything in your life. Jungkook is a mafia boss but still works under your dad, whom he loves no less than his own father. His father was a mafia king and Jungkook, their only heir, is the sole owner of their luxurious property and the mafia king position. However, when he was 7 years old, his parents died in a car accident. Although it looked like an accident, it was actually a planned murder to capture their powerful position. But it was impossible until Jungkook was alive, so they even tried to kill that 7-year-old boy who barely knew anything. That's the first time you saw him at your house, sitting on the couch looking all innocent, playing with his fingers. You had just come back from school, all excited and happy, but you tripped and fell on your face. The first thing you heard that day was his soft chuckle. And that day, he got a family and you got a friend, a best friend, and now he is 26 years old. And your friendship even stronger than ever. You both fight a lot, but cares for each other even more than that. Your dad set his newspaper down and looked at Jungkook. So, how's everything going with work, son? Jungkook shrugged, sipping his coffee. Busy as usual, but good. We have a big project coming up, so I will be putting in some late hours. You smiled, nudging him with your elbow. Don't worry, I will keep the music down while you work. I will believe it when I see it. Your mom chuckled, patting your hand. It's nice to see you two getting along, even if it's just for a moment. You and Jungkook exchange a look, a silent understanding passing between you. Despite the breaking and the constant teasing, there was a bond growing stronger each day, built on shared moments like this. I have an important announcement to make. Your father's day gathering everyone's attention. Your heart skipped a beat. Your father really made such formal statement, especially during breakfast. You glanced at Jungkook, who was looked as curious. I have made a marriage contract with the Kim family. YN, you will be marrying Kim Taeyang. The word hung in the air like a heavy weight, pressing down on your chest. Your heart dropped as you felt a cold rush of shock. Taeyang, your childhood friend, you both had shared countless memories, but you had never thought of him in that way. You forced a smile, hoping to light the mood. Good one, Dad, you really had me for a second. You said with a nervous laugh, glancing around the table for any sign of humor. But your father's expression remained serious, his gaze steady. I'm not joking, YN. This has been arranged for a while now. It's for the benefit of both our families. The awkward smile frozen on your face as the reality of the situation sank in. You glanced at your mom, hoping for some sign that this was all a misunderstanding, but your mom simply nodded, confirming your father's word. Your heart pounded in your chest, and you felt a wave of panic. You looked at Jungkook, whose eyes were wide with surprise and concern. He opened his mouth to say something, but closed it again, stumbling at a loss of word. Your mind raced with thoughts of Taeyang, your childhood friend. You had shared so many memories, but marriage, you had never once considered him in that way. You swallowed hard trying to find your voice, but all you could manage was a soft, I see. The room fell into an uncomfortable silence. Your father gave you a reassuring smile. You will understand in time, YN. This is for the best. You nodded numbly, your mind still reeling. You could feel Jungkook's eyes on you, and you wished you could talk to him. Tell him how confused and overwhelming you felt. But for now, all you could do was sit in silence, your breakfast untouched as your world shifted around you. Jungkook, come with me, we need to talk. Yes, uncle, he said and followed your dad in the room. Your mom signed and opened her mouth to say you something, but before that you got up and walked out from there. You pushed the door open and stepped into the room. Taeyang looked up from his desk, a mixture of surprise and understanding in his eyes. YN, I had a feeling you might come. You scoffed, looking at him and hearing that calmness in his voice. How can you be so calm? Taeyang, we need to talk about this marriage, you said as your voice broke in middle. He signed and walked to you, closing his files. I don't understand why this is happening. We are just friends. We have always been friends. How can we just... Taeyang held up a hand to stop you, his expression serious. I know, YN. Believe me, I know. This wasn't my decision. My parents arranged it just like yours did. You felt a surge of frustration. But why? Why us? Taeyang sighed, running a hand through his hair. It's all about business and alliances. Our families have always been close, and this marriage is supposed to strengthen that bond. They think it's the best way to secure our futures. You scoffed. Your eyes got teary by now. You look at him and gulp. But what about what we want? What about our choices? Taeyang's eyes softened with seeing you like this. He kisses your head softly. I wish I had an answer for you, YN. I'm as helpless in this as you are. My parents are determined and they won't listen to any objection. I have tried. You look down, feeling a wave of hopelessness wash over you. So, there's nothing we can do? For now, it seems that way, but we can figure this out together. We are still friends, YN, and we can support each other through this. You look down without saying anything, tear rolled to your eyes, making him sign. Taeyang's expression softened as he looked at you with a mixture of concern and determination. YN, if there's someone you love, someone you want to be with, you need to tell me. It's the only way we can stop this marriage. Your breath caught in your thought, the weight of the situation The pressure from both your families made it impossible to voice your feeling. You looked down, unable to meet Tiang's eyes. Vian, is there someone? Tiang's voice was gentle but insistent. You pressed your lips together and slowly shook your head. But he was not satisfied with your answer, as your expression speaks something different than your actions. I understand, this is a lot to process, but if you ever change your mind, if you find the courage to speak up, I will support you. We both deserve to be happy, Vian. You nodded, grateful for his understanding, but still feeling trapped. Thank you, Tiang. I appreciate that. He pressed his lips together and pulled you in a tight hug, while you closed your eyes, letting out this unwanted stress out, and wrap your arm around his waist. I know this is a lot I'm asking you, but only you can do this, and I can only trust you in this matter. That gang is dangerous than we even thought, he said, folding the map, and then looked at Jungkook, who signed. Don't worry, uncle, and leave everything on me. I will try my best to take out your weapons from there. I need you to retrieve our weapons from the hidden location. It's crucial for our family's safety and future. But you must do this before Ryan's marriage. We have decided to hold the marriage next month. Jungkook's eyes widened slightly at the request. He knew the significance of what he was asking, and the tight timeline added even more pressure. But he also knew he couldn't refuse. Don't worry, uncle. Leave everything to me. I will try my best to retrieve the weapons. Mr. Park nodded, a look of relief washing over his features. Thank you, Jungkook. This means a lot to our family. Just be careful. Jungkook nodded. I will, uncle. I will make sure everything goes smoothly. Mr. Park smiled at him. He bowed and was about to walk out, but Mr. Park again stopped him, calling his name. Jungkook looked back at him and he was looking a little nervous. Actually, Jungkook, I need you to talk to Vian. Convince her that Tiang is the best choice for her. Jungkook's heart shrank at the request. Look, I know she won't say no to this marriage, but I don't want to make it like it's against her wish. They both are friends and have known each other for so long, so I think they both are the best to be life partnered too. Jungkook forced a smile and nodded. Don't worry, uncle. It's all so sudden, so she is just a little taken aback by all this and nervous at the same time. But I know she will never say no to this. It's best for her, and she will understand this over time.